Warfare is directed by Ray Mandoza and Alex Garland. It stars Joseph Quinn, Will Poulter, and Cosmo Jarvis. The film is based on Mendoza's real experience during the Iraq War as a former U.S. Navy SEAL. The film follows in real time a platoon of Navy SEALs in a mission during the final stages of the Battle of Ramadan. This movie is produced by A24, and right there, I've lost half of the people that wanted to see this film. A24 makes movies not for the mainstream audiences. It makes movies that are unique and original, and they sort of make things that are really unlike anything that you'll ever see another studio make. And that's why I love A24. I think that they take risks, and sometimes they miss. Sometimes A24 produces not really good movies, but most of the time I think that they do make really great stuff. And I thought that Warfare was a really entertaining movie. It's not perfect. I don't think that Warfare is the best war movie ever made, but I was entertained throughout the runtime. It's very short. It's a short movie, and I think that helps. That goes with its benefit. The script is very straightforward. It doesn't have any downtime, not a lot. It has maybe 15 to 20 minutes downtime at the beginning of the film, and then shit happens, and of course it's an intense and horrifying experience from here on out. I thought that all of the actors were really good. Joseph Quinn, who is becoming an A-list almost really rapidly. He is one of the most sought out actors in Hollywood today, and I thought that Joseph Quinn was really terrific here. He's good in the emotional scenes, he's good in the action scenes. I thought that he gave a really good performance. Will Poulter as well. Will Poulter is an actor that I like. I thought that he was great in Midsummer, and I think that Will Poulter is really good here. The actor that plays Ray Mendoza is really great as well. I'm not gonna try and pronounce his name because I don't know how it's pronounced. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. It's a really hard name to pronounce, but I thought that he was really fantastic in this movie. The directors really directed the actors well. I thought that they really directed the action well too. The action is really intense. It's really well filmed. I felt like I was there. I felt like I was with these Navy SEALs on this one mission, and I don't really begin to just comprehend what it's like what the horrors of war will do to somebody, the intensity of it. How can you come back a normal person when the mission is over? When you go back home, how can you be normal again after what you just experienced? This movie really shows the consequences and the horrors of war really well. Now, the movie is a bit short on characterization and the story. There is really no story here. The story is the mission, and that's it. That's what you're getting. And I thought it worked for this movie. I thought that it really worked. It's like the movie Dunkirk by Christopher Nolan. I thought that that movie was really good and really intense, and you don't really know the characters all that much. You're just following some people during this terrible situation, and this is the exact same approach. And I think that it works sometimes. Sometimes you don't really need to know everything about these soldiers. You really need to know the bare bones stuff. There's this intro scene at the beginning, which is a very funny scene, and then it sets the tone, and it sort of gives you a bit of character work without really doing much. I like the intro scene, and then you head on to this mission, and it starts off slow. The first 20 minutes I was sort of wondering what was gonna happen, because they're just waiting at this apartment, which is where this whole movie takes place. It takes place at this one single location, and they're just tracking people. It's a bit slow at the beginning. When the action starts, it really starts, and I was on the edge of my seat until the last frame, and I didn't know it was the ending of the movie when it ended. I thought there was at least 20 minutes left, and I think that I was a little disappointed when it just ended. It felt very abrupt. the way this movie ends. I was hoping for it to be a little longer than it actually was. It's actually like an hour and 20 minutes or something like that, and it's not a very long film, unfortunately. And I would have liked for maybe a 2-hour movie. I think a 2-hour movie would have been better. It would have fleshed out the characters maybe a little more and just have a little more intensity throughout the moment. And there is intensity in this movie. Like, I felt like I was there, and the situation does not look fun. It just didn't look all that pleasant. So this is really just a straightforward film. It's a very unique approach to a war movie that we don't really see a lot. Like we've seen in the Dunkirk, like I said, and a few others. But usually war movies, we get to know the characters involved, like Hacksaw Ridge. We get to know Desmond Doss before the battle. Here we don't really know these characters, and maybe that would have helped. But I am fine with this approach of storytelling. I was fine with it. I'm gonna keep this review short because this movie was short. I was entertained throughout it, and I like the actors involved. I like the direction. And yeah, I like this movie. I had a good time watching Warfare. I'd give this movie a B. I think this movie was solid. It was a good and entertaining time at the movies. Let me know what you think about Warfare down in comments below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.